So, what is an MVP? Well, to break it down simply, an MVP is just a minimal viable product, or you can consider it a prototype. So, it is the working application that you have an idea for right now in place that is actually functioning. Now, the thing with the MVP is you need to understand that when you roll out that kind of first draft of your product, it will not be perfect. It won't be exactly what you had in your mind, but it's good to understand that. And that's why we focus first on building a minimal viable product, something that works where we can get some users using it and then make improvements and then slowly start to build the perfect app. There's no way to really build the perfect SaaS right off the jump without users, without having people run tests, without optimizing the user experience. And there's a lot of variables that you may not take into consideration right now as it's all up in your mind. But trust me, you will in the future. So it's really important to have a mindset where you understand that, done is better than perfect. And that's a really good motto to go by, especially if you're a perfectionist, is really just focus on building the core features of your application. Don't overdo it. Don't focus on doing way too much in the very beginning, but really hone in on your specific problem, the features that will solve that specific problem, and make that the best it could possibly be. And as you start going, into your beta and you start getting more users and you get to a point where you've optimized everything and now you're ready to take it to the next level, then you kind of go beyond that initial MVP phase. But it's important for you guys to understand right now, you should be focused on building a working prototype. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it just needs to work. And so as we jump into this in the planning and preparation, like building a flow chart before you even get started in development, as well as a wireframe and having all the different pages designed or laid out, so you can kind of understand exactly what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. We're going to jump into this here in the next couple episodes, but it's important for you guys to grasp the concept that your MVP is not going to be perfect right from the gate. So you're going to have to make those improvements over time, and you need to understand that and be okay with it, or else you'll spend a ton of time, unnecessary time adding new features, feeling like you have to make all these changes when you really don't. You already had the working prototype. So it's important to kind of have that MVP finish line in place before you even get started. That way, you know kind of what you're shooting for. And once that's in place, then you can start planning the next steps to really perfect your application.